Hi guys, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be discussing 5 tips as to make the most out of your college journey. And there are certain things in this the list of 5 things that I did and that helped me in my college journey, and there are certain things that I didn't do. And I lost some part of what I could have achieved during the time of my college, and which is why I urge you all to pay attention and try and inculcate all of these 5 things that I'm trying to discuss today. So without any further ado, let's start with the first thing, which is of course interaction with seniors. Try and interact with your existing seniors in the college and the ones that have passed out, because they are the people who are going to tell you how to navigate through college, and also how to exactly go around living in that college essentially, and how to excel in that college. They are going to tell you certain things which other people, outsiders, would not know, which are so integral to your college. Like say for instance, I was a very shy student when I was in college, and I used to never interact with any of my seniors, etc. And I lost out on a lot of information in my initial years, like how to take part in moods, how to excel in moot court competitions, how to apply for internships, what sort of internship should I be applying for, what is the importance of joining committees in college, etc., right? And how to even source the notes for certain subjects that are very difficult, and how to go about reading them for an exam, right? So these seniors are going to help you not only in the time of your college, but even generally when you step out in the industry and say somebody who's a senior and is from your college. They are definitely going to help you and assist you in making you feel comfortable in that environment, right, when you start working there. So that is the first thing. The next thing is that don't be very uptight about your goals in college, like at least in the initial years of your college, right? like don't be somebody who's very hell-bent on say pursuing only one goal with which you've entered the college. I would say try and explore as much as you can in the initial years of college. I think this thing also I did really wrong, because when I was in college in my first year, second year, I did internships with law firms and like advocates, etc. And that didn't really help me because I was too young to even understand those laws, right, and to do anything about it. So those internships didn't really make an impact on me in terms of the knowledge or the skill set that I was looking for, right? And if I look back today, I could have interned with so many places. I could have interned say with an author. I could have interned with a newspaper in their legal column. I could have interned with a legal news website, etc., right? And there are like other tons of places where I could have interned at. So the second thing is that don't be uptight about say the goals. Try and explore as much as you can, and then fixate yourself onto something where your strength lies, right? The third thing is try and attend as many events as possible in college. Now it doesn't matter whether that event is is in line with the goals that you've picked for yourself or not. Try and volunteer for as many things as possible. It broadens your horizon, and it sometimes gives you a new perspective also. Like once what happened is one of our alumni who's now an IS officer, he came to our college, and he hosted like a small informal talk. Now it was right in the middle of the middle of the day, in the afternoon, and like not many students turned up for the talk, but the ones who did really got a new perspective on say what is the life of an IS officer like, what are the responsibilities like, and instead of say knowing the things that we already know, say from videos, etc., or say from the reading materials, people got to know very different and very unsaid perspective on what are the roles and responsibilities of an IS officer. And some students even got disenchanted by it. Some students even thought that maybe we should have another backup option, or maybe this is something that we may not be cut out for, and they wanted to now research more on it rather than just having a fixated opinion that we would want to say be in this field, right? So of course is one of the most important things is pay attention to your grades. Now as much as people would like to say that marks don't matter at all, etc., and that it doesn't really matter whether you're in the top performers of the batch, I would respectfully like to disagree with such people, because I feel that marks make your life very easy in college and even otherwise. Say you're a top performer of the batch, and you're applying for an internship, you're applying for a research position, etc., somewhere, or say you're applying for an LM abroad later, it eases your process essentially, right? it allows you to have an edge over your peers. And I'm not saying that your life should be all about marks. It should be about, like, mix and match and a balance of everything, where marks are also playing an important role, right? And honestly saying that, when because I got decent marks in the first 2-3 years of my college, and I didn't really get really good marks in the fourth and fifth year of my college. However, the marks that I had accumulated in my first 2-3 years of college helped me maintain a decent rank, like a batch rank in my college, and that helped me, in getting all the jobs that I talk about, the 3 job offers, all the 7-8 corporate internships, etc., that I've spoken about, right? And it's all because I sort of had, like, good marks right in the, beginning of the college. So this is something that you should focus on, right in the beginning of college. And the last thing is, of course, habit of reading. Now, this is also something that I developed eventually in college. I was not like an avid reader while I stepped into college. In fact, I wasn't a reader at all. And that's why I found it really difficult to, go through like piles and piles of my course material, etc. However, in my third, fourth year, I sort of developed a habit of reading books. I voraciously started consuming books, and, not only course books, but like generally any books. And that helped me, even during the time of my internships, where I was like, given piles of, say, agreements to proofread, or say, judgments to read and make an analysis on, etc., or say, to summarize, say, say a 200-pager agreement into like a 5-pager document, right? And that's where my reading speed helped me. So I feel that reading is essential for every law student, while they're in college. And try and develop that habit as quickly as possible. Read everything, like books, newspapers, legal blogs, journals, articles, etc. That would increase your commercial awareness also, and will help you at the time of your interview as well, right? So with this, we've reached the end of this video. I hope 5 of these tips will definitely help you in help you in succeeding in your college journey, and will help you to make most out of it. And if you have any doubts, if you have any queries, if you have anything to say about this video, you can always reach out to me on my Instagram, which is Career Solutions by Ashna Jain, or you can put them down in comments. If you want personal mentorship sessions on resume drafting, cover letter, interview, etc., interview preparation, statement of purpose, scholarship statements for LLM abroad, etc., you can always DM me on Instagram, and I will reach out to you. And with that, I would just like to say, please like, comment, share, subscribe on this video, and on this channel. And yeah, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much.